Good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon now. Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Welcome back. I'm super excited for today's video because we are going to do some beauty maintenance things and give myself a little glow up. I have some fun things coming up. This is kind of like the kickoff to summer and I'm so excited. I've purposely been holding off on doing these things so that it would be fresh for what I have coming up these next couple weeks. So later this week, I am taking a road trip to upstate New York for my friend Julia's wedding. Then the weekend after that, my friend is celebrating her birthday and has a whole weekend planned. She got a beach house, has a whole bunch of friends coming from out of town, and it's just gonna be like a fun beach weekend of partying and just being in summer mode. And then the weekend after that, I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday. So I just have a bunch of fun stuff coming up and I'm so excited to just feel my best, have my hair, brows, lashes, all the things be nice and fresh. I got my nails done a couple days ago. If you saw my last vlog, I am still obsessed with them. Did the butter yellow French tip with chrome on top. So good. But I came to the salon. I originally was gonna do my hair here and just like hang out for a couple hours. I brought my laptop with me because what I'm gonna be doing, I guess I should start with that. I'm gonna do my hair first. I want to give myself a clarifying treatment because it's been a while since I've done anything like that. And I just want to make sure that if there's any kind of mineral buildup in my hair, and also just like built up color, because I'm going to be also then doing a keratin treatment and then refreshing my color. So I want to just kind of like start with a squeaky clean canvas first, so that way everything comes out as even as possible. So the clarifying treatment has to process under heat. So I was gonna do it here so I could sit under the heat lamp, but then I realized it's in the high 80s and super sunny today. So I could sit outside and tan and be processing under the heat of the sun and also get a little color. Because yesterday I had the day off and I did lay out for about an hour or so and I got a little bit of extra color, but I could still use some more. Nothing feels better than like having some nice sun-kissed tan skin. So we are gonna start with the Malibu CPR system, color disruptor, and then the CPR packet. So I'm gonna just grab the supplies that I need from here and then just bring everything home with me and do it all at home. That way I can get some sun, get whatever work done and house chores and stuff I need to do all at the same time. So that's gonna be one. Then I'm also bringing this GK keratin treatment home with me. Trying to think if I need anything. Oh, I should definitely need gloves and a processing cap. Oh, I should grab a comb. Because I don't think I have a regular comb at home, but I have clips, brushes. Oh, I also need a bowl and brush for the application of the keratin treatment. Got my bottle for the clarifying treatment. I have clarifying shampoo at home. And then I do want to refresh my color, but I'm gonna wait until after I do these first two steps and then see where my hair is at, because my natural color, I haven't colored my hair in months. So everything at my root, like that is my natural color, which is basically the same as the ends. It's just like slightly less rich. So yeah, I just like to do a demi-permanent color every once in a while. I would say like, I don't know, like 4 times a year maybe, just to richen it up and make it like super dark. Because I don't know, I feel like my natural color is just very ashy and sometimes it looks a little dull to me. I'm gonna wait and see, depending on what my hair looks like after the color remover clarifying situation. I might not do it as dark as I usually do and maybe keep it like a shade lighter. I don't know, so we will see. But either way, the color I'm gonna do a different day this week. So we're gonna start with these two things for now. And then I also want to give myself a brow lamination and a lash lift and tint. And probably do some kind of like face mask. That's what we got on the agenda. So come along. We're gonna do this stuff together and just hang out and chat. Okay, got everything I need. So let's head home. This is perfect timing. It's seriously so hot out. Like this is the perfect plan that I have. And I got a new bathing suit in the mail. I follow this one influencer on Instagram and she posted this bathing suit and I was like, that is absolutely stunning. I need it. The bag is Zaful, but I got it from Amazon. So I will link this down below, but how cute. It has like the sparkly purple with this beautiful hardware in the center and then the little string bikini bottoms. I'm surprised. I got a medium. I feel like this looks kind of big to me for a medium. But yeah, I think this is going to be really good for tanning because it's like kind of itty bitty. And then I also got 2 pajama sets, which also came at perfect timing because I can bring these on my trip. I love pajama sets, as you guys know. I used to just like sleep in big baggy t-shirts like this. And every once in a while I still do, but a few years ago, I decided to just get myself some actual cute pajamas, and it really does something for me. I don't know, like it just makes me feel so cute and like, I don't know, it's just like a small little way to kind of romanticize your life a little bit. But yeah, how cute is this top? And then it just is, it's open in the back and just ties with this one little string. So very cute and flirty, and then it has the little matching shorts. That's more the cutesy set, and then this one's just like a little more comfy and practical. But according to the reviews, this is supposed to be kind of like a Skims dupe. So got the like nice soft boxer shorts and the matching tank, which honestly this is cute and could be even just a cute tank top to wear out also. But the first thing I need to do is wash my hair with clarifying shampoo. So I have the K18 Peptide Prep clarifying shampoo. I am going to wash my hair with this 3 times. I'll be right back. This bathing suit is so stunning. Let me wrap this towel around my neck so I don't get product on my skin. So my hair is squeaky clean now. I am going to brush through it. I didn't put any conditioner or anything in it. Just clarified it a few times. It feels so soft right now. And that's why I love that K18 shampoo, because a lot of clarifying shampoos are just so stripping and they leave your hair feeling really dry after. This leaves it squeaky clean, but still soft. And like, as you can see, I'm brushing through it, no problem. Then I'm just gonna split my hair like in half on either side and then in half again on each side, so that I just have 4 sections. Because this doesn't have to be like insanely precise, but I do want to try to saturate my hair as best I can. And we're gonna start with the Malibu Color Disruptor. So this is going to shrink down any artificial color molecules that are in my hair. And then we're gonna do a second step that's gonna pull those shrunken molecules out. At least that's my understanding of how it works. And you can mix the 2 steps together. I've done that before, and I know other people, I've seen other stylists do that. I don't know if it necessarily works better doing it as 2 separate steps, but I figure if I split it up into 2 steps, like the directions say to, it'll be more processing time, which means more time for tanning. I want to especially make sure I'm concentrating this on the lengths of my hair, because that's obviously the oldest hair, so it's what's gonna have like the most stuff built up in it. Run that through, give it a good rub-a-dub. Okay, I'm gonna put some sunscreen on my face and then go sit outside. This step needs to process for 30 to 45 minutes, I think, right? Wait, let me, 45 minutes. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit outside for 45 minutes. And for the sake of my skin, I'm probably gonna like be in and out of the shade a little bit, just, you know, like checking and reapplying sunscreen and that whole thing, but let's go lay outside. Yeah. It's hot out here. It is now 88 degrees and the high is going to be 89. So we're not even at the hottest point of the day yet. I have limited direct sunlight because of the trees in the backyard. So for the second step, I'm going to probably have to sit outside in the front yard. So that'll be interesting. Because of course the front gets a crap ton of direct sunlight. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. I'm gonna hop in the shower, rinse this out, and shampoo again with clarifying shampoo. And then we'll apply the second step of the clarifying treatment. Gloves are going back on. So step 2 is now we're gonna do the CPR packet. So this, like I said, is gonna actually pull the color molecules out. So after this step is when you literally see all the like gunk that comes out of the hair. It's pretty cool. So we are going to mix 4 ounces of warm water with 1 packet of the powder. The warmer the water, the better, because then it'll like fully dissolve. So we're gonna give it a good shake till it's all mixed up. I'm gonna do the same thing as far as sectioning goes. This is much more liquidy though, so it gets kind of messy. This is getting all over my floor. But there's not bleach or color or anything in it, so it's not gonna like ruin anything if it gets on your clothes or on your floor. Oops. My God, I am making a mess. I should do this over the sink probably. And we're gonna set another timer for the same amount of time, 45 minutes. Okay, my timer is about to go off. Let's pull this out and see if we got anything good. Oh yeah. Ooh. I mean, the powder itself has a little color, so this isn't as satisfying. I'm gonna hop in the shower again now, wash this out with clarifying shampoo again a few times, and then we'll do the keratin treatment. I took a little bit of a lunch break. I just had my hair in the towel the whole time, so this is actually perfect though, because now it's not sopping wet, it's towel dried, and we are going to do the keratin treatment now. My hair feels so clean and like so light, not color wise, but just, you know, the feeling of it. Like it doesn't feel weighed down by anything. It's amazing. And while it's wet, it's hard to really tell a difference at all. I will say when I was in the shower, once I got like my whole head wet and started rinsing everything out, I definitely saw like some dark stuff at the bottom of the shower. And I mean, like I said, the whole reason why I was doing the clarifying treatment this time around, because I don't usually do it before I do my keratin treatment, but I just, you know, wanted to remove any buildup if there was any, because I always find that when I do the keratin treatment, what happens is it lightens my hair a little bit. It doesn't have bleach or anything like that. It's not lightening in that sense, but it just makes it really warm and it fades my color. So even though, you know, a few inches down from my roots is just virgin hair, and I only usually do permanent color, but on the very ends, I do have some old like highlights and stuff like that. So usually those start to peek through and the ends of my hair just get very red, and the color in general then is just like really uneven because I have an uneven canvas that I'm working with. Oh my god, putting these gloves back on is going to be the death of me. I don't know why I didn't just grab a second pair. My people who also have like sensory problems, I know you're feeling this pain right now. Oh my god, I'm cringing. I hate this so much. I think these are as good as they're gonna get. I'm scared to rip them because these are the only pair of gloves I have. Okay, so here is the keratin treatment that I use. I showed myself doing this the last time I did this treatment, but this is the GK The Best Hair Taming System. I like this one because it's really easy. You just apply it straight to the hair. You don't have to mix it with anything, and you just leave it on the hair to process, as opposed to other ones where you apply it to the hair and then you have to blow dry and flat iron it in, which creates a lot of fumes, and that's like, you don't want to be inhaling that stuff, especially if you're doing it in a room that doesn't have good ventilation. And there's also no downtime. Some keratin treatments, you can't get your hair wet, or even like tuck it behind your ears, pull it back in a ponytail. You have to just leave it dry and pin straight for like 48 hours. This one, you can literally wash your hair and get it wet the same day. So there's a lot of reasons why I like this one, and the results are exactly what I look for. It gets my hair nice and smooth, it adds shine, seals down the cuticle, my hair feels really soft, it doesn't get super frizzy, and it relaxes my curls a little bit. It doesn't completely straighten my hair and make it like pin straight, because I am not going for that. But it just softens them so that my hair air dries into more of like just a really beautiful, loose, beachy mermaid type of wave. And it is so gorgeous. My favorite, especially for the summertime, going to the beach and stuff. It's just so nice, and it's convenient to just let your hair air dry. So when I do this on clients, I'm definitely a lot more precise, obviously, but I've done this on myself now the same way, not being as precise, and the results are still just as good. So I just go section by section. You don't want to go all the way up to the root. You want to try to avoid getting this on your skin, and then just paint it on. Take a comb it through to make sure you are evenly saturating and coating every hair strand. And sometimes I will go closer up to the root. I'll start, you know, maybe like a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch away, just so it's not getting too close to my actual scalp. But, you know, I'll go pretty high up with it so that I'm getting all of the hair completely smooth. But other times I'll start like a few inches down, and I'll leave the root, especially underneath I'll leave that unprocessed because then the root area will curl up and like get frizzy because it won't have the treatment on it. And then that gives me a little more volume, because sometimes when, you know, the hair gets so shiny and silky smooth and it's not getting all frizzy, it doesn't get as much volume. Especially this topmost section that's going to lay over the top of everything else. Really heavily saturating that. And going up nice and high. Okay. We can throw these out now. Now this has to sit for 40 to 60 minutes depending on how much you want to reduce the curl. I always leave it for the full hour. So let me set my timer. And in an hour, I am going to rinse this out. No shampoo, do a conditioning treatment. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Metal Detox. This one's really good. It also only has to sit for 1 minute, which is amazing because this is a long process, so love to save a little time. That's also just going to help add a little moisture because obviously throughout this whole process, nothing that I did is damaging, but we did a lot of clarifying and stuff that can just be a little drying. So this is the perfect time to add back in some hydration. So yeah, I'm gonna do that conditioning treatment and then I will be back. We're gonna seal the treatment in and finish that up. I'll see you in an hour. Okay, I got out of the shower, blow dried my hair as you saw, and I say this every time, but it's just crazy to me to see, like, we haven't even flat ironed it yet, so technically the treatment isn't like fully set into the hair and activated, but it already just dried like pretty much pin straight, so shiny. Like, look at that. Without flat ironing. And I used a round brush just to like make the process go by faster, but I wasn't really like trying hard to get it smooth. I just needed to get it 100% dry. It's just crazy, it looks so good. But now I have my flat iron and I am going to just pass over each section, and same with this. When I'm doing it on a client, I'm like way more precise and detail oriented and really taking little tiny thin sections, but it's a little harder to do that on yourself, so you just gotta do the best you can. Oh, look at that. Every time it gets me so excited. And looking at the color, I feel like the last time I did it, I saw like actual old highlights. Like a couple pieces were really light that peeked through, but I feel like this looks really even. It's definitely lighter and it's warm, but so far from what I can tell, it looks very even. I'm gonna wait and see how my color looks when I'm outside in the sun, because it's always gonna look a lot more red. Because as of right now, from what I can see in this lighting, I don't completely hate it. I don't even think on camera it's really translating, is it? Maybe. Can you see? It's like, has a reddish tint to it, kind of. It's a little bit lighter. Look at that freaking shine. Oh, so good. I also, while I was outside tanning, I booked a pedicure appointment for tomorrow. So yeah, this is all that I have the energy to do today, because this has been, it's about 6 o'clock now, and I started doing this at like 1. So I am tapping out for the day, but we still have more stuff to do over the next few days, so I will see you tomorrow. It's the next day. I am about to go to my pedicure appointment, but I wanted to show you my hair in the sun. My camera died. It really doesn't look bad. It's definitely a little bit lighter, and like, you know, there's some red tones slightly when I'm like in the direct sunlight, but that's pretty much always gonna happen. But it looks pretty even. I had to stop at the beauty supply store earlier today to get color for the client that I had earlier this afternoon. So I did get color to do my hair with, but I don't know if I'm going to actually use it this time, or if I'm gonna just hold off, because I'm not mad about how it's looking. Like, it looks fine. Anyway, but I'm gonna go get my pedicure. Hello, it's a few hours later. Got my pedicure done. My toes look so good, nice and fresh and clean. I just did Funny Bunny, like a milky white, a little bit on the sheer side. Fresh, beautiful, can't go wrong. One of my go-tos. I tried a new place that's close to my house, and it was a wonderful experience. But now I need to wash my face and get ready for bed. And I'm trying to kind of like plan the last few things I want to do in a way that makes the most sense. So I was thinking I want to laminate my brows, and whenever I do that, they always look a little bit intense and kind of crazy the first 24 hours or so until you can wash your face, and then they look amazing. But it's definitely not something that I want to do like the day or even like the night before I'm gonna be leaving. So I figure I may as well do it tonight. And then I was gonna give myself a lash lift and tint, but I was going back and forth whether I wanted to do that or do lash clusters. And honestly, when I was at the beauty supply store earlier, I saw this glue and I was like, let me just get this and try it, because doing the lash lift and tint is such a pain and it's so time consuming, and I just don't have the energy for that. And it looks really pretty, but lash clusters are going to be a much more noticeable, dramatic result. I thought I had lash clusters here. It turns out I do not, so I need to go to the store at some point to get the actual lashes. But this is the adhesive that I got from Duo. Under Lash Bond and Seal up to 10-day wear. Gentle and strong hold. So, I don't know. And it says that it's new. So, I think I'm going to do my lashes Thursday morning, the day I'm leaving. But right now, I'm going to do my brows. I have a separate tutorial going more in depth on how to do this step by step, but it's very simple. I get this solution off of Amazon. It's 2 steps. You have your perming solution, and then you have your neutralizer. This like breaks down your natural hair structure, and then this locks it into place. And each step just has to sit for 3 to 5 minutes. So it's quick and easy. Within 10 minutes, my brows will be done. But first things first, I'm gonna wash my face. Okay, brows are clean and dry. I'm taking a small angled brush to help me apply it, or you could use a Q-tip too, that also works. And I'm just gonna coat my brows with this and just make sure I'm fully saturating them. I'm gonna set my 5-minute timer, and in the meantime I'm just going to clean up wherever it got on my skin. Obviously it's like inevitable. It's hard to avoid it getting on your skin completely, but just try to clean it up as best you can. And then after the 5 minutes is up, I'm just gonna wipe this off, and then I'm going to apply step 2. Let's wipe this off. And then step 2, they're fully coated, but then I'm gonna brush them back in like the normal direction, and then take my spoolie and brush up and try to get the hairs laying as straight as possible and not have any like wonky wavy lines. And they're not gonna stay like this, like sticking straight up like that. That's just making sure that the hairs are going to be straight instead of having a wave or curl or like weird kink to them anywhere, because that's what's going to make them look super full. And then if you want to have them be more bushy looking and stick up, then you can just put some brow gel in them to keep them upright like this. And let me set my 5-minute timer again. However long you did step 1, you want to do step 2 for the same amount of time. So yeah, once the timer goes off, same thing, I'm just gonna wipe this off and then we will be done. Then you just can't get them wet for 24 hours. That part is really important, because if they get wet, then it's just gonna undo the whole thing. But I love doing this to my brows because what it does too is it makes the individual hairs a little more coarse. So my brows just look thicker, fuller, fluffier. And then I find with my own hair, like the same way that the keratin treatment kind of alters my hair color a little bit, so does the brow lamination. I used to always tint them when I would do this, but lately I just skip the tinting part and I just do the lamination. And I like how they are as is. And the results are permanent, but obviously your brow hairs shed just like all the other hairs on your body and your head. So it on average takes like around 8 weeks for a full shedding cycle. So you want to wait until most, if not all, of the laminated hairs have shed off, because you don't want to like laminate the same hairs multiple times, because then they'll get over processed and melt off. So I will do this every like 2 to 3 months usually. There's the brows for now. I will see you Thursday morning. Hello, it's Thursday morning. I'm so excited. I do still have one client to do today, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long. She's one of my regulars, so I'm not in full vacation mode just yet, but we're getting there. It's so close. I spent the morning finishing packing, and I have everything ready to go at this point, and I was able to fit all my stuff into one suitcase, which is amazing. Because you know when you're driving somewhere, you know you're gonna have your car, so like if I'm gonna be flying, obviously I pack more minimally, I'm more strategic with my packing, but when I'm taking my car, I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna bring as much stuff as I want because space is unlimited for the most part, and I'd rather have like more than what I need than less. But yeah, I feel good about all of that, you know, packing related stuff. And then I showered and I washed my hair for the first time since doing the keratin treatment. And oh my God, you forget how good your hair feels when the treatment is fresh. Like, it just immediately, straight out of the shower, feels so silky soft. I mean, look at this. I literally just sectioned my hair into 2 sections and I just like rough blow dried it really quick. It took me maybe 5 minutes, and look how smooth and shiny it looks. And I didn't even put any product in it. And honestly, the color, like, I don't know if it's translating on camera, but it's definitely a little bit lighter, just like 1 shade lighter and warmer, but it's not too much. And it just kind of looks like a chocolatey brown. And I am loving it. So doing that clarifying treatment this time around before doing the keratin was a huge game changer, because I'm telling you, every time I do a keratin treatment on my hair, it ends up being so uneven and the color just looks really off, and I always have to color my hair afterwards. Now I still have about an hour, almost, just shy of an hour, till I need to leave to go to the salon. So I figured, let's put these lash clusters on. That way I can have them on for a few hours while I'm working and just make sure that I like them, that they feel comfortable, because once I get back from work, I'm just gonna like pack up the car and we're gonna leave. And if they are gonna be like kind of uncomfortable, obviously I don't wanna, like, I'm gonna have a long drive. So, and I know technically I could just wait till I get there to do these, but I just wanna like have them be done. I'll just bring them with me, like the leftovers and the glue, so then if they do fall off before the end of the weekend, I can, like, you know, reapply or touch them up if need be. But hopefully, I mean, this glue says it's supposed to be up to 10-day wear, so hopefully it'll at least last me through the weekend. But yeah, if I do it now and then I wear them to work and they're bothering me for whatever reason, or I just don't like them or whatever, then I can take them off before I leave. I don't know. That's my logic. And also I want to do them now so that way I can still like include it in the vlog. So I got 2 different types of lash clusters. I got this Lash Extensions design kit from Kiss. And these ones look extremely, extremely natural. Even the color of them isn't even like a jet black. They're just very, very fine and wispy, completely invisible band. I think these are gonna be perfect. I did see the reviews, because it's like a whole kit. Like, it comes with tweezers and glue. All of the reviews pretty much said that the glue sucks, but that's fine because we have a different kind of glue anyway. And then I got these from Ardell, the Naked Clusters. These are still like more on the natural side compared to some of the other ones I saw. Like, it has a pretty thin band, but they're definitely, obviously, like, compared to these, a lot thicker and more black and a little more dramatic and noticeable. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save these the day of the wedding, maybe. I'll just pop a couple of these on towards the ends just to make them look a little bit more like glam and dramatic. But these, I think, are going to be so good for just like a normal everyday situation. Oh, I just realized too, duh, these say that they're pre-mapped. So rather than it being like, you know, the top few rows are short and then it like gradually gets longer in length, each row is like per eye. That's pretty nice. And fun fact, for those of you who only started following me within like the last few recent years, I used to do lash extensions back in the day on clients. I used to get them done on myself too for years and years. And I've had all the different looks, the real heavy, extremely long, dramatic spider lashes, the thick, heavy, full volume ones, and then super natural classics and everything in between. And yeah, I used to do them on clients for a few years too. So I should hopefully, in theory, be able to do this relatively easily, but Who knows? It's always easier to do stuff on other people than on yourself, but we'll see. Oh, and by the way, here's how my brows look. So good, right? And I did not tint them. I didn't put any color on them at all. This is just how they look from laminating them. They look colored, right? Like they look darker and warmer. I love it. Prep lashes by gently removing from tray. Apply a light coat of bond at the base of your natural lashes. Avoid getting the bond all the way to the lash tips. Okay. Do one section at a time. Apply lash under the base of your natural lashes away from your waterline. Apply a thin coat of seal under lashes. This eliminates any sticky residue and holds lashes in place. To remove, brush Seamless Remover by Duo on lashes. Wait 10 to 15 seconds and slide off lashes with fingers. Okay, so they make a separate remover, which I don't have. So hopefully I won't need to remove them and these will be good. But I mean, these are like so lightweight, I can't imagine that they would be uncomfortable. So I'll do like inner corner, center, and then outer corner. I like this because it's small and I love how you have both products just in one thing, so you can easily throw this in your purse if you need to do a touch-up. Uh-oh, we have a problem. These are shorter than my real lashes, so we're gonna start somewhere in the middle. Okay. Okay. Next one. Oh yeah, that bond stuff is freaking sticky. And we're gonna do the seal. Oh my god, yeah, these are so pretty already. Like, it's already giving me the effect that I wanted. Like, so natural. Okay. And I think they're gonna be good because I got a couple little hairs sort of stuck together. So I was using the tweezers to like pick through them and separate them. And I was curious to see, like, are they just gonna pop off? And they didn't. Like, they're on there. They seem pretty secure, so. And now that I feel like I have a good groove, I can definitely work faster. So I'm just gonna do the center and the outer corner all at once. Oh yeah, this is so easy. Love this. Oh my god, they look so freaking good. It literally looks like I just have like classic lash extensions. Once I started doing lashes and learning about, like, you know, the proper way to do it and the natural lash cycle and all that stuff, I used to be so against cluster lashes or like any kind of at-home DIY lash extension where you're just doing something like this and gluing a whole chunk of lash onto multiple lashes. And I still do think that it can be damaging, but let's be so real, everything is damaging to a certain extent. Okay, I'm gonna reapply a couple on my left eye because I think, yeah, you can tell the right eye has a few more, but they look pretty good. They definitely could look better, like, the more I do this and practice, because it's been so long since I've even like worn a strip lash or done anything like that. So it really is kind of like muscle memory with getting like the positioning and the placement just right. So once I really master that again, they'll look even better. But yeah, that looks pretty good, right? Like, super natural. Just looks like I have on mascara, but I love that I don't. Like, I can just wake up and just be barefaced like this. Brows, lashes. It's just like very natural but pretty, and kind of like, oh wow, you look really nice, but you can't necessarily like pinpoint, you know, it's not obvious, like, oh, you clearly have like lash extensions. Okay, here's what I've discovered. I didn't realize the sealant feels a little oily. So I think once you apply that, because all the ones that popped off, I reapplied them and I got them on really good, and then I sealed them, but they just didn't stay stuck. I think I need to maybe wet my lashes and then dry them, because I think, oh no, more coming out. Is the right eye good? And I mean, it doesn't say on the directions that you have to wait a certain amount of time to get them wet or anything. Yeah, these, I think this eye is good. I don't know where I went wrong with the left eye, especially because I did the right eye first. You would think the first one, there'd be a learning curve, and that one would get messed up. I'm just gonna wash this eye, and I'm gonna start over. Hopefully, do I have time? Oh, of course. I need to leave soon. So let me figure this out off camera, and then I'll show you once I get this sorted out. Okay, it's a few hours later. I got the left eye done, but then I had to leave for work. So I went, got my client done. Now I am officially in vacation mode. So excited. I ended up taking a makeup remover wipe, and I put a little bit of the Good Molecules Matcha Dual Phase Cleansing Oil on it and just gently rubbed my eye, and it took everything off, like all the adhesive and everything, and I was able to then just like wash my eye area, pat it dry, start fresh. So that's good to know. I think any kind of like makeup removing balm, cleansing oil should do the trick to remove the adhesive when it's time to take them off. And then I was able to do the left eye. I think like I was in more of a groove and I just took my time. And also I think the key is to not apply too much of the bonder and the seal. I think I just did too thick of a layer because I don't know, I was like nervous it wasn't going to be enough, but I did just a thinner, like one coat of each on the left eye, and it just went on so much better and looks a lot better too. And then as I was at the salon, one of the lashes on my right eye, I could like see it starting to loosen and fall off, and then it just fell. So let's see, now that it's been a couple hours since I applied these, I'm just gonna brush them with a clean, dry spoolie and see if any more pop off. I think we're good. Let's see on the left side. Okay. I think we're gonna be in business. So yeah. They look pretty good. And the adhesive for this glue goes on black, and then the seal is clear. So putting that on my lashes just also made my natural lashes look dark too. So it really helps blend. Like I honestly can't even really tell what's my real lashes and what's the extensions. I'm sure a couple are gonna pop off throughout the weekend, but like I said, I'm gonna bring this stuff with me, and at least now I know like the best technique to apply them. So I feel like moving forward, because you know, first time around, I was like, oh, well, this ended up taking just as long as it would have taken me to just do the lift and tint. But when I did my left eye the second time around, I did the whole thing in 2 minutes. So that's great. And now that I know how to do it properly, it should be quick and easy for me to do moving forward. And I will keep you guys updated. I'll let you know in my next vlog how they held up throughout the weekend. And I'll probably do them again throughout the summer. And you know, eventually, like not this weekend, but eventually in the future, I'll wear them swimming and to the beach and stuff. And I'm really curious to see how they hold up. But as of now, the first few hours wearing them, they're not irritating. They are very lightweight and yeah, they feel good. And they gave the exact effect that I was going for. So feeling good between being a little tanner now, having my hair done, lashes, brows. I'm feeling amazing. But yeah, that's everything. I am gonna pack this with the rest of my stuff, load up the car, and we are gonna get out of here. I'm so excited to have the next few days off. I'll link as much as I can down below in the description for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for spending the last few days getting ready with me. I hope that you have an amazing week, and I will see you really soon with a new video. Bye.